When you say that you've been raped or molested, we have this feeling that people are going to look at us like bruised fruit. Like fruit that's not as good as the nice ones without all the bruises. And it's not true, one. And I didn't want to feel like that anymore. And I didn't want anyone to feel like that as well. So it was like, okay, it's time, because, you know, I'm not a bruised fruit, which is also, you know, why I put so much stuff in the book, because it just felt like it needed to be said, and it needed to be heard. Keep getting up every day. You do not get up. And then hopefully over time that strength builds, and you're like, I've done this before. I can beat this now because I've been through this, and I'm going to do it again.
So you never went public with the name of the person, right? What was the decision behind that?
I think one of the reasons why I didn't want to put out the name was probably because I didn't want to give people the real vision of what happened. Okay. Right? You've got this little girl and you've got this older man, and the things that happen are very gross. And you don't want people to picture it, which is also why I didn't go into detail about the things that actually happen. Yeah. Because once someone pictures that, they really can't
unsee it.
Exactly. And I don't want to force people to see the tragic things that I
had to endure.
Yeah. So I think that's probably a big reason. Well, I think it goes back to the bruised fruit thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I have a picture of him in my head. I know exactly every inch of his fucking face. And I don't want everyone else to have that picture of every inch of his fucking face. Like, I'm like, no, it's bad enough that I know it and my siblings know your face. I don't want anyone else to. I did start therapy recently. It took me a long time. I don't know why I had a very scared and negative connotation around the word therapy. It definitely helps now. There's also certain tricks. She taught me this thing. We all have obsessive thoughts, and the obsessive thoughts can get worse. And if you keep letting the brain do this, it really becomes a mental habit that sooner or later you keep letting it go, and it just gets harder to get out of. So when you have an obsessive thought, and this thought comes back and it comes back, and you're like, I literally wish I could think about anything else right now besides this fucking thought. She says that you take something, usually neon, light colored, and it's an object, and you put it up and you put it down, take it back, and you put it down. And she explains it much, much better.